Hi there guys, so I'm back with another video, another vlog. This time around I'm in Tactile, so a little coffee place in Leicester. I'm gonna have a morning coffee, do my exposure here. So far I do feel a bit of the shakes, but not too much. And what I wanted to disclose in this video is I wanted to talk about, morning stimulants. As you know, I used to, smoke before, but that's like cigarettes and, other things, same nature. But one of the most addictive things out there is definitely cigarettes. And for me, I sort of battled with it for several years. And you could actually say nearly, not decades, but yeah, a very long time. And since then, there's been different sort of innovations when it comes to, vaping, smoking actual cigarettes, this is that. So as like time passes and the more advanced the world gets, there's going to be different, versions of nicotine. But stimulants that I wanted to talk about morning is basically coffee, because I'm here for a coffee. And I recently started to actually drink coffee. Like, I never used to drink it before. So around, I would say around last year, August, I started to drink coffee every morning. Before that, I used to have, energy drinks. I had energy drinks for around a year before that. So 1 year energy drinks and 1 year coffee. And how do you say, I didn't used to drink like energy drinks before that as well. I used to have like just normal cold water. Whenever I get up, I like cold fizzy drinks, sort of like cold juices, something really cold, like it would just, wake me up and I'll feel refreshed all at the same time. And if I get like something hot, it always just used to make my stomach, turn. It used to make me feel weird. So I always used to like cold drinks or something in the morning. But doing like a bit of research, Islamically as well, I found out that it's always better to have like something warm, like boiling water with honey and lemon in the morning. Or you could have like ginger or something like that. As long as you have something warm, I think it makes your, start your stomach up like in a very calm manner, and it won't, disrupt it and shock it and turn it into like something, freezing or cold. So that's definitely something. And last few months, I've been having the cold, the hot coffee, and I don't like drink like cappuccino, but it's like I need the hit now. I like the little coffee bean scent as well. So I don't want to get too addicted to it, because the days when I don't actually have coffee or any sort of stimulants in the morning, I feel like I'm not alert enough, like I'm not fully awake. So it's definitely good, but not something you don't want to get used to or get hooked to for the rest of your life. So on my new coffee journey now, I'm not that type of person to have, sachets or, those powdered coffees or whatnot. I'm literally just having, the standard, the little jar thing with the grains in it. It's got like a gold wrap. I have that, and there's like a Costa version. There's, I think, maybe a Nescafe, maybe Starbucks, something like that. I literally have those, and I pour hot water in it, a little bit of sugar, and I put a bit of ginger in it as well. So good for your stomach, and it wakes you up a bit more as well in a healthy way. So for people that drink a lot of coffee lovers and stuff, they usually have coffee like say maybe twice a day, or maybe like buying a coffee machine and buying the actual the powder, the Arabic powder itself, or you know, those ones where you just have to sort of brew it yourself. That's when you go to a different sort of Atlanta extent. So I can actually show you one right now. They've got the machines here. I don't know if you can see it. They've got it all the way there. I'll try to zoom in. They've got the machines all the way there. You know, at one point I was considering getting one of those machines. You know, being able to make my own coffee brew at home is definitely something. But I feel like, you know, you're gonna become a coffee head, and you're gonna become addicted. And you know, financially wise, it is good, you know. But you never, you know, want to have that sort of, you know, the access into your house. I think it is good to some extent, but maybe like not for me anyways. And when it comes to coffee, I've done a bit of research as well. Like they say, it comes from, you know, East Africa, Yemen, Somalia, Eritrea, Ethiopia. It comes from those places. And you know, when I went to Somalia, of course I had the coffee there as well, but I wasn't able to distinguish, you know, the quality of it, you know, where it was grown, and you know, just not in that extent. But just to know that it's from that region, you know, makes me curious now. Like I want to go try it out, maybe in Ethiopia, Yemen, those places. When you actually see the coffee beans, like it looks like actual beans. It's got a slit there, and it's dark. You know, probably like the scent to it must be like really strong, because I'm smelling the powder and I've got a hit to it, and just like the dried grains as well. Then you know, that's something. But the actual like coffee beans must be really like proper, you know, scentful. And you know, actually like the way they break it down and stuff must be, you know, just like crushing as normal. The different varieties, how they grow, also interests me. Like, is it straight out the ground? Is it, you know, from like not a tree, but you know, like some sort of a plant, and then you pull that plant apart, then you take out the beans? Is that how it works? It's something that I really want to find out and actually see with 2 eyes. And you know, the actual process of it is long. You know, coffee brewing, from picking it, and the whole, like, you know, any you know, like nature of it. But I realized, like, as well, it's not just coffee, there's also cocoa. So I could be wrong, but cocoa is also one of the, you know, coffee branches, so neighboring with the actual coffee bean itself. So unless that's another name for the coffee bean itself, cocoa, which is used in chocolate, is used in that, you know, that brown sort of colouring when it comes to food, like chocolatey, coffee, anything like that. It's very in the same chocolatey family. People also put like chocolate into their coffee and just make that nice sort of, you know, sweet taste. And you know, you have that bittersweet taste, and it's part of the, you know, like the whole nice freshness of it. I've never put chocolate into my sort of like coffee or anything. You know, they're actually taking time with my coffee. These are taking time with my coffee, and I've got to work in like the next hour or something. And yeah, so people do like different flavors. There's like caramel. I hate caramel, like just the ice cream, just the sweet of it. Like, you can never have a coffee caramel, you know. Chocolate, coffee, not really either. Like, I'd rather have like straight up coffee scent. You know, literally nice, refreshing, pungent, straight to the point. So yeah, I'll always stick to the originals. I never like, you know, anything that ventures out into something that isn't meant to be. Like, why would you have coffee that tastes like chocolate? Why would you have coffee that tastes like vanilla? Why would you have all these things? Thank you, bro. So yeah, so why would you have like coffee here that's actually tasting like different things, you know, different natures and stuff. So yeah, we'll find out anyway. So I'll have my cappuccino, and I'll get back to you lot later on. So this is my city vlog of the week, and I'll try to do another one later on. But yeah, my little exploration when it comes to coffee, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.